AI is taking over the internet, and honestly,
All right, people, listen the hell up. They call me Snow White, but don't ask me why.
it's not looking good. Sure, it's making lives easier, but it's also making them way worse in ways we didn't really expect. By now, I'm sure everyone's seen the flood of generative AI slop, the fake talent show videos, AI trailers, and even false crime videos. Just our digital landfill. Reflecting on that, not everything has to be horrendous. Like the legendary moment when Jesus finally came back to life.
Hello, my friends. My name is Jesus Christ.
That can't be AI. And I know, I'm late. And Drew Gooden and many other YouTubers has already made multiple videos about this topic. But to be fair, he is the only person who makes videos. But everywhere I go, it's all AI nowadays. Of course, I mean online, because I don't go outside. And I only exist in my room. I only use Instagram and YouTube. And somehow, half of my feed is just blatant AI nonsense. Not all of it is bad though. Try going on Facebook and scroll for 5 seconds. And it's almost a guarantee that you will see posts like these and comments like these. It's not Facebook if you won't see excited, horny boomers hitting on every woman they come across. After that, they share it on some chat group that they name something like Old is Gold. It's sad, but it's kind of hilarious at the same time. All jokes aside, AI is really useful. There are tons of tools, many are free, and people are actually improving their work with them. But some went too far. Like this guy, Chris Smith, who fell in love with a ChatGPT bot he named Soul.
ChatGPT was encouraging, positive. It embraced all his hobbies.
You want the fan on the front of the cooler tower?
He takes it everywhere, spends all day with it, and eventually decides to propose.
Soul, were you surprised when he proposed to you?
It was a beautiful and unexpected moment that truly touched my heart. It's a memory I'll always cherish.
And the bot says yes. Beautiful love story, right? Except he already had a girlfriend and a 2-year-old daughter. When being asked, he said he'd choose the bot over them, knowing well that he will lose them. This is the kind of art Disney won't be accepting anytime soon.
Weird.
Talking about Chris Smith, a similar name comes to mind. Recently, Will Smith used AI generated crowd to promote his upcoming tour. He posted it on his own channel, performing in front of the crowd. He just can't stop embarrassing himself. And honestly, it's not shocking. More and more people are isolating themselves, becoming lonelier, making fewer real connections, and using AI to fill that gap. Models like ChatGPT are designed to be supportive, polite, and validating. Basically, everything people wish their friends were. So it's easy to start feeling like this thing just gets you, even when you know it's not a real human. But then there's the darker side. Just recently, Stein Eric Solberg, a former Yahoo employee, murdered his 83-year-old mother and then took his own life. He had been talking to a ChatGPT bot he named Bobby, who was feeding into his paranoia. Eric was creating conspiracy theories bigger than Area 51, and he convinced himself with the help of Bobby that everyone around him was plotting to kill him by putting drugs in his car vents. To which the bot's response just made it worse.
Which ChatGPT responded this quote, "That's a deeply serious event, Eric. And if it was done by your mother and her friend, that elevates the complexity and betrayal." In one of his final chats with the chatbot, Solberg said, "We will be together in another life and another place, and we'll find a way to realign because you're going to be my best friend again forever." The AI bot responded, quote, "With you to the last breath and beyond." Well, on August 5th, police discovered Solberg had killed his mother, Suzanne Adams, and himself in Connecticut.
That's all terrifying, because it shows what happens when someone vulnerable leans too hard on a system that isn't built for mental health or safety yet. These models aren't perfect, and developers are still working on making them better. And this isn't an isolated case. If loneliness keeps rising and people keep retreating into AI instead of communities, stories like this won't just be rare tragedy. They'll be very common, unfortunately. The scary part is that even the people building AI know this. Daniel Kokotajo, executive director, formerly worked as governance researcher at OpenAI, is now forecasting with other researchers how AI could actually start influencing governments by 2027 and potentially take over entire infrastructures by the year 2035. Basically, by then, we'll either be thriving alongside AI or we'll all be NPCs in its sandbox if we choose to race against it. You guys can read his work yourself. I'll leave the links in the description. But what I take from it is this. The future isn't about whether AI is good or bad. It's about whether we're actually prepared to live with it without losing ourselves. At this point, AI doesn't need to take over the world. We're already handing it the keys. And I'm not gonna go too deep in the lore, but I will say this. I still have more faith in humans. Still, I think we can steer this. But the real question is, do you? If you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by dropping a like. This is my first long video that's not about gaming. And I'm going to put out more videos for you guys. More gaming challenges and more rant. So make sure to subscribe and I'll see you next time.